Hello. Máma a DLC-vel fogunk játszani, amit nem néztem meg, hogy le van magyarosítva, szóval bizony benne, hogy le van. Már nem szomcsik leszünk. Meg egy-két dolgot gyorsan megcsináltam igazából. Így gyorsat hoztam el. De itt ez még mindig durva. Ilyen hatalmas is volt ez. Hangot hallgattam. Elküldetésünk célja. Olyas van, az az. Legyták.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your task.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future. Or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
Azért fájhatott ezeknek a beültetése a bőrébe.
This one's a new Predator. I can see the heat coming off it.
Félre.
You're going down.
Érdekes egy lény. És fel lehet mászni.
I'd have to ditch something.
Már akkor nem ez az, amit én akartam. Hát gyorsan besütétedett. Wow. hogy innen is meg lehet közelíteni. Oh. Ahogy nézem, semmit nem kapunk, ha meg már szúr. Ja, mindegy. Hát belegondoltam, hogy belehalok. Amikor csak felmászunk. Na. Hát felfedeztük, vagy még nem?
Can't carry more.
Hol van a lény? Ó, megvan. Úgyis jön a téli hangulat. El sem is sebeztettem volna, mindegy.
Might need that.
Hoppá.
Outlander on the mountain!
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
Elég szagú néz ki. Amúgy, de összességében szép. Amúgy jó nagy hely, ha azt nézed.
Smoke from the mountain is worstedly. A bad omen for the ritual. You died on Thunder's drum. Your songs will not be forgotten. How are we to trust the chieftain after so many died?
Must be something big going on.
Fought well.
Most of the village is moving
Their
towards that
songs will
smoke.
be remembered.
Megy a kápszi.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Ja, visszahozzák?
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty
Ja
business.
nem.
All their best warriors lost. so they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Oh.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for, falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
Oh.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. Not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Faszom.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth. Filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Oh, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
Wow.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Werik chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Werik, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Weriks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Weriks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Weriks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Werik has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye.
Nem
Back
feltétlenül
home,
abban a
some
kicsi
fur traders
göncben
told me
múl.
about this still-forsaken heap of
Bár mindegy, mert
tents.
tudunk még kisebbet adni.
Location, ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Aurea. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rasps. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak can tell me more about Aurea or Thunder's Drum. Might be worth a shot.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
There are other Weraks and Song
Most
Judge too?
info.
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last until the Karja seek war again.
Aurea knows about this daemon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Did your Warwick come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the demon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
I'd march over to Stone.
Deep in.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Lalai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So
Yes. During the war, I'm the drummer. Of course, if the...
Deep Din is a place and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
The bandits may have wormed their way if they cut. They won't find the Banuk eat.
Oh. Ez többet nem bizony, mint az enyém. Az 450. Ja. A legtöbbet. Ó, szóval van kecske, meg minden jó. Wow. A nöldözők is. Wow. Leginkább a fagy, ami fog minket baszni. Az jó. Amúgy is hiányoltam.
Good luck talking this through.
Hello.
Forget about traveling light.
Azt hittem, lesznek jobb cuccok.
Sometimes we gather near the frozen tallneck.
Van azért?
No more music. Blood saw to that.
Thieves and bandits
Okay.
have stolen.
Azt hittem, ahol felfogja majd.
How long until the demon births the perfect machine?
Pillanat.
Some of us have real responsibilities and don't have time to spend all day.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Araya. And to do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed me over north.
Wait a moment. That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Ez volt, amit már leírok. Ez durva.
machines in the South suffer their own sort of corruption. I wonder what sort of challenge they present.
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
Keep them together this time.
Látom minden.
But I bet we'll see a stray.
All right, I'll keep watch tonight.
Look to the frozen tall neck and...
Nem tudom. Ez a kettős sorrend. Megnézzük. Jó, az a fagyos hely, tetszik. Kellett megszólalnod? Nem tudtam, hogy a bagolt is lelőhetjük.
Brew that up later.
Menjünk sorrendbe. Vagy nem zsírlődj. Nagyon sok lehetőség most hirtelen ennyiben megint. Nagyon hangos, bazd meg. Oh. Hogy ez felerősíti őket, aha. A démonos valami. Jó van, jó van. Ez, hogy olyan helyen viszked, nagyon nehéz megvakarni. Olyan jó bekuckóztam most a székbe. Át a dőlbe minden úgy, ahogy ezt nagykönyvben meg van írva. Oh. Sámán útja. Például egy nagyobb küldetést jelent, legalábbis én szerintem. Mint ez. Az milyen tudom.
Interesting. Maybe I could override it.
Lehet, hogy ez befolyásolja a lényeket? Megálltam úgy. Hát nem azt kellett volna. 19-es a gyors mentés, akkor legyen ez. Ezek felül tudjuk-e bégálni. Most miért? Rosszul csináltam.
That tower is some kind of transmitter. What's it transmitting?
No! Ezt utálom. Amúgy jó volt, ideillő. Mondom, már megkérdezem, hogy mi volt a töltőnek a szándékja. És damage-el is. Oh, no. Ennek mi volt az értelme? Az jó. Biztos. Amúgy nem rossz kis játék. Most ez pont a DLC-je. Meg tudom csinálni. Elmárnok kutyát. Szerintem pont azt csináljuk meg, hogy egy küldi, és ezt a küldit, plusz ezt befoglaljuk, és akkor mára meg is vagyunk. Szerintem így idő szempontjából. Mindent nem tudja igazából.
Atomic? What did it take to knock one of those over? They're built to last.
Mi? Elborítani?
Encased in ice. It fell a long time
ago.
But the scavengers have just gotten started.
Mi a helyzet? Hogy telt a napot? Jaj, nem, madagok. Hú, de utálom azokat. Dolgozott, hogy lett már unalmas? Pont, hogy azzal sokat szenvedsz. Nem akartam oda gyors utazni. Már itt voltam. Hoppá. Ja, ezeket kell megölnöm. Na, fasza. Meg ez a jobbik eset. Most én szerintem. Tudom, hogy annyi imádom ezt a fegyót.
Should scan the tall neck. See how deep the damage goes. It looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. Get at what's inside its head.
Mi van? Ó, bazzok. Akkor még készíteni kell?
This won't go quietly.
Így. Mindegyiket tisztességesen megküzdöttem. Kivéve amelyikkel nem. Hát pont úgy akartam mellé ütni. És lalozol még? Nyomod még a nagy ellolt. Bazd meg. Onnan egész vagyok, hogy csak ezt használom, de olyan jó érzés.
One of the tall neck parts. It's heavy.
Na, mi jót játszom mostanságokkal? Mivel ütöd el a szabadidődet? Na, ez meg jó igaz is. Egyre kell felmenni, nem? De. Uncut játék. Bazd meg! Ezeket utálom a legjobban. Aha, akartam mondani, hogy zuhanj már le. Na, az milyen sorozatot kezdtél el most nézni? Ja, hogy hétközben már boldog vagyok, ha nem alszok be ilyen 9-10 felé. Már közeledünk a 8 óra felé, és már most álmosodok. Legalábbis nyúlik a szám. Nem lesz? Na. Nálunk a családban már mindenki mindjárt végignézte szinte. Én még nem kezdtem el.
Well, that fits. Sure hope it works.
Leginkább csak időhiány. Hát úgy időhiány, hogy nem kifejezetten. Tudok úgy a sorozatra most időt fektetni.
Okay, if I'm right, I just need to get the power flowing through it again. And if I'm wrong, at least no one's watching.
Tuliba, az igen.
Jolt should wake you up. Easy now. Easy. Right, it's never easy.
Wow.
To climb that tall neck again. I'll need to find a higher ground.
Hát igen, mert Aloy. Hát itt minden szinte ilyen fém. Hát nem sértek meg, várom, még ide jön. Nem. Most éppen megteszi. Már ugye nem ezt a nagy kört akarja megtenni, baszki. Hát mihez képes nagy? Ó, baszki. Kanyarodik. Hangos, rendesen fájt oda a fülem. Aha, szóval onnan fog majd így végigjenni. Én mindig átfutnék oda és felmásznék, már lehet, hogy már itt tartanak. És kell olyan kockáztatni, mert akkor megint elbaszok egy kis időt. Boing! Mindjárt. Már jön, már hallom. Nem basztam el egy kicsit se. Ezeket teszi a lábát. Hogy többen nem esik fel?
Now to climb up to its head.
Na. Megjavítottuk amúgy mi? Aksa, jó gémet. Meg jó éjszakát. Juhú! Na. Van itt azért. Hát szerintem az a fegyómódosítás egy icikit. Itt valami súnyiságot szimatalok majd amúgy. Hosszabb ideig fog tartani, mint gondoltam. Még csak 55 perce megy. Ja. Itt többnek érzem. Menjünk oda? Na oda. Lehet nem fogok annyi küldetést megcsinálni, mint amit gondoltam amúgy.
Are you Neltuk?
I've been observing that tower for hours. How the daemon's light pulses through it, repairing machines. You overcame it, just like that.
Kind of what I do. I'm looking for Aurea. Can you help me?
She's gone where only shamans can tread. She left in search of answers from the voice in the blue light. And yet, what she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine, a great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergren told me you're Aurea's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Aurea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me. An aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
How do I cross this?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Aurea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
All right, I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path.
Na, inkább menjünk ahhoz. Valahogy tényleg megjósoltam, érzem egy kicsit így a fáradtságot. Szívott a hideg. Hát azt hiszem, előzőleg elkalandoztam, vagy egy... nem tudom hány órát.
This must be the ruin Laolai was talking about. Deep in. Flooded too, like she said. Snap moths. Probably came from somewhere upriver. Follow the river, find its source. Seems simple enough. Must be the entrance to this den.
De jó sok jött. Becske. Menni kell belé. Ó, adott valami jót. Becske belé.
These mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above.
Bocs.
That'll keep my stomach quiet.
Valaminek jó hangja volt. De az fejes volt. Hogy ilyen mélynek kell lenni ennek a fosnak? Nem tudunk egyáltalán jönni? Áfel. Én ott felfelé, akkor miért is? Itt mutatod. Ó, csak nem ide kell. A gáthoz jöttünk.
There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something the old ones built.
Ó, hogy ide jöttek? Na. Az a kecske. Hogy jöjjön oda itt már az arcomba? Hello?
This'll last. Well, somebody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
Na. Legalább egy küldit csináljunk már meg.
Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the din? Looks like a control center. What happened in here to start the water flowing?
Oh, hello.
It's okay. Like, how do we want to start this farewell thingy? We might be the last actual people to ever see this place. Yeah. Hence, you know, songs.
Intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. That's probably not good news. Looks like most of the facility is underwater. How did this happen? I should be able to shut this place down from here. Someone made a mess of this. If I had the right parts, I'll bet I could get it working again.
Somebody's been done. Oh, no.
The lock positions. Another holographic interface. There must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area. Someone's been through here. Not that long ago either.
I've become trapped somehow!
Oh, wow.
By the forge, I'm pleased to hear another person stomping about in here. It's like the door is stuck!
Nem beágat csak.
Are you alright?
You don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed. My forge gone cold. But nope, nope. Not old Gildan.
You're welcome. Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to flood a little. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. And when the bridge began to collapse, I may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is brimming with treasures from the old ones, but one in particular caught my eye. An intricate looking glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mom brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, and seeing myself and my mother just over my shoulder, smiling.
And one of these looking glasses. It's in the storage room.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure. I peered into that dim little chamber, and there it was. I wanted to find one for so long. Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice. Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
So you found the button that controls the flow of water.
Quite by accident.
And then you broke that button.
Also, quite by accident.
The panel's the only way to shut this place down, as far as I can tell. This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled, top to bottom. Would you be surprised to find the parts you need in there? I certainly wouldn't be.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Gilden. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl. 2 sets of hands. Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
I guess we better.
Akkor lesz egy...
Rough waters.
No
way I'd be able to swim.
Up ahead, girl. See the valve? Time to put our hands to use. I'll take care of this one. There's another valve on the other side to lock the gate in place. Would you mind heading across and doing the honors?
Mondom felfele.
The other valve is just across the raging flood waters. You might find a way to the other valve somewhere up above.
Van gecedeszek, nem tudom, hogy hol hagyjuk majd abba. De bambulgatok. Én még nem szeretek